Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the top 20 best movies of 2025. It's been a while since the last top best movies video. This time I have 20 films to recommend you plus 5 honorable mentions. But before that I want to mention 2 movies from 2024 that I've watched recently that should have been a part of my top 10 best movies 2024 list. First, we've got The Shrouds by David Cronenberg. It's a slow burn type of a movie. It's about this dude who lost his wife and he has some kind of a graveyard with like a phone app where you can watch your loved ones decompose in real time. And this cemetery gets devastated. The whole movie is about the mystery of what's going on and what's going to happen, who's responsible. We've got philosophical questions about life, death, society, etc. It's a really weird movie, but it spoke to me. And the cast was great, especially the main character played by Vincent Cassel. The other movie I want to shout out from 2024 is The Life of Chuck. When I went to watch this one, the only thing I knew about it was that Tom Hiddleston plays the main role, and I feel like that lack of information helped the movie because I was quite surprised at what was happening. So I'm not going to tell you anything about this movie, just go and check it out, it's worth your time. Now let's talk about the movies from 2025 that didn't make the cut on the list, but they're still pretty good. The first one, Novocaine, this is like an action comedy movie with Jack Quaid playing this dude who cannot feel pain and he's on a mission to rescue this woman from the bank. What I've enjoyed the most about this movie was the fight scenes and how absurd the entire idea is, but I feel like this movie could have been better. It could have been something along the lines of John Wick, just more humor based. But if you're a fan of action movies, you have to watch this one. It's one of the better ones from 2025. Check it out. Black Bag. So we've got Michael Airbender or Beyblader, whatever his surname is, and Kate from the Lord of the Rings movies. They are a spy couple and there's a rat in their organization and they're going to suspect each other and also others. That's the entire movie. The mystery here was quite interesting. Even if the final part of the movie left a lot to be desired, still, it was a fun watch. Marty Supreme, so we've got Timothy Salamander Shampoo in the main role as Marty, who wants to be a champion in table tennis and he's not going to stop at nothing to fulfill his goal. The reason why I enjoyed this film is quite simple. We don't get a lot of movies where the main character is a total asshole and a narcissist and a lunatic. And throughout the movie, I am not rooting for him. I actually want him to fail because he's a failure. He disappoints and betrays everyone in his life just to achieve his goal. And the entire point of the movie is it worth it? To me personally, it's not. But I knew a lot of people that are just like Marty. To them I say, fuck you! Go watch this movie. The Running Man might be based on a book and it's also a remake of a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it also has almost nothing in common with that one. The only thing that stays similar is that there's a TV show where people do everything to survive, even kill each other just to get money. And Glenn Powell here plays a dude who's not rich and he needs to support his family, so he enrolls in that TV show. But he finds out that the system is against him. Who could have guessed? Maybe anyone who watched at least 5 movies in their lifetime. Anyways, I did enjoy the action here, the fight scenes. Glenn Powell plays the character quite great, to be honest. And the entire plot of the movie was predictable, but still fun to go through. That's why it's an honorable mention. Go check it out, but also remember that the original version with Arnold was better, so watch that one as well. And the final honorable mention, Ballerina, a spin-off of John Wick. We've got Eve, the ballerina, stepping against her organization. She's going to kill everyone and maybe John Wick is going to help her or maybe not. You need to watch the movie. I must say that this is the weakest thing from the entire John Wick universe yet. I even prefer the prequel TV show that came out. That one was way better than this movie. But still, this one had some amazing fight scenes. I loved when John Wick appeared on the screen. I don't think that's a good idea, but anyways, check it out, especially if you're a fan of John Wick. Now let's talk about the movies from the top list. Number 20, Superman. You have no idea how weird this is for me to say that I've actually enjoyed a movie about Superman. A character that so far had only shitty games, shitty movies, shitty TV shows. The only good thing from Superman is this movie and also that TV show animated one, My Adventures with Superman, go check it out. Everything else wasn't that great, to be honest. Maybe Smallville was actually quite decent. That's just it. That Man of Steel movie from 2013 was one of the worst things I've ever watched. Zack Snyder is the worst person I've ever seen doing a movie, which is quite funny because his Watchmen movie was fantastic. Everything else, no, just no. Superman from 2025 on the other hand has some cool action, some funny comedic scenes. I love Nathan Fillion playing that dude with weird hair, that was quite hilarious. I feel like the cast here is mostly perfect, the plot was okay, slightly above the Marvel and DC garbage we get every single year. It's a fun time, go check it out, even if you don't enjoy Superman as a character, because I don't, yet I enjoyed this movie. Number 19 is a documentary about Ozzy Osbourne called No Escape From Now. It's about his last 3 to 5 years as he was battling his illnesses, diseases, how he carried through just to perform that final show, and after it he sadly passed away, rest in peace. The only thing that would make this documentary even better was to have more scenes with Ozzy, because I don't want to throw shade at his family, but I don't care about Kelly or his wife. It seems to me like sometimes they just hijack the documentary which is about him. I want to hear his perspective. But overall I feel like this is a must watch for every Black Sabbath or Ozzy fan, and even if you're not into heavy metal music, it would still be cool for you to know something about Ozzy Osbourne and how he sacrificed his life for the fans. He literally made that final concert even when all of the doctors told him not to because he would die, and he still did that anyways. If that's not commendable, then I don't know what is. A legend to the very end. Number 18, Nuremberg. So we've got Mr. Robot and Fat Russell Crowe, who's not Pope's exorcist in this movie. Freddie Mercury, Rami Malek, plays Douglas Kelly like a psychologist or psychiatrist who is helping the Allied forces to get a confession out of Hermann Goering, who claims that he's innocent and he hasn't done anything wrong. Sure, Herman, sure, you sound just like half of my ex-girlfriends. Great. Of course, we all know that Goering is a piece of shit, and it's Douglas' work to get into his mind and understand him as a person. It's quite fascinating movie, and it's also based on real life events, so you need to check it out. Number 17, The Last Viking. This movie is about two brothers. One of them is played by Mads Mikkelsen, the Hannibal. He plays the mentally ill brother, while the other one goes to jail because he's a criminal, but before he does, he leaves instructions on where the money is from his latest heist, something along those lines. And as a couple of years go by, he comes back to his family house and he needs his mentally ill brother's help to get the money. But the brother, played by Mads, he actually forgot. And together they go on a journey to retrieve the money, but also to understand themselves along the way. But what you need to understand about this movie is that while it's described by some as a comedy, it's actually not. I don't think I laughed even once throughout this movie. This is a drama, and it's a pretty big one. This movie might make you cry, it's heavy. It sounds endearing and family friendly, but it's not. It's about real life problems and consequences of them. It has its own style in every department, so I am not sure if you're going to enjoy it, but I would urge you to give it a shot. This is one of those films where I haven't seen anything similar to it. Number 16, it's Nunas. We've got Vince Vaughn, and this is a movie based on real life where a dude loses his mother and he decides to open a restaurant where all of the food is prepared by grandmothers. It's quite an endearing tale. It's positive, but it also tackles on some issues, especially the ones of loss, identity, what to do in your life, etc. Yet again, similar to The Shrouds, this is a slow burn, it's not a heavy action-based movie. But it's a good one and I did enjoy my time with it. Number 15, The Long Walk. It's a movie based on Stephen King's novel. This one takes place in a society where every 1 or 2 years, a group of men is selected to walk, and everyone who gets tired or just cannot go on, they get shot on sight and only one will win. And for some reason it's allowed in that society, and it's a big honor to go through that, and the entire point of this movie is to make us care about these characters and to also put ourselves in their shoes. What would we do in that kind of a situation? It's actually a pretty gruesome and terrifying movie, but I must say that the ending makes no goddamn sense. So please watch this movie, and if you also don't enjoy the ending as I do, just check out the alternate one. It's better. Number 14, Sinners. Everyone heard about this movie, one of the most recognizable ones from 2025. This is the kind of a movie that you're going to watch and you can think about it as a horror flick with vampires. Then you can watch it again and think about society and prejudice. What I'm trying to say is that you can enjoy this one on many levels. It has many layers to it. I love the choreography here, the music also, the music was so good. You need to check it out, just don't expect this to be a horror movie, because it's not. This is not From Dusk Till Dawn, and that's a good thing. We already have From Dusk Till Dawn, we don't need another one. Number 14 is The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. I believed in this movie from the start because it's written and directed by the dude from The Lonely Island. And those dudes never disappointed me. Every time they drop some music or movie, it's a banger. Like, have you watched Popstar from 2016? It's like one of the best movies ever made. Anyways, The Naked Gun is like a sequel or spiritual successor to the original movies. The main character here is, I think, the son of the previous dude. And we've got Pamela Anderson playing the damsel in distress or whatever. While to me personally, some of the jokes do not land, the ones that do land, they land hard. Like, this movie was actually hilarious, I did laugh a lot. And that's what a comedy should do. Number 12, The Amateurs. We've got Mr. Robot, Rami Malek once again. We also have Lawrence Fishburne, Morpheus from The Matrix trying to catch him. The idea is simple here. Mr. Robot's wife was murdered, so now he's going to exact the revenge on people who did so. I hope I'm remembering the plot correctly, because it's been a while since I've watched this one. But I did enjoy the action, the drama, yet again, it was a fun time, and mystery was quite good as well. Number 11, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. It's a crazy movie done by Gore Verbinski, the same dude that's responsible for the first Pirates of the Caribbean, I think. The main character here is played by Sam Rockwell, and he's a time traveler who comes to this dinner to choose his companions to save the human race. Apparently he's done it many times and they always lose, but this time it's going to be different. That's all you're going to hear from me about the plot, and I must say that this movie was quite fun. It has action, comedy, cool sci-fi elements, everything was just shot perfectly here, and I have no complaints about this movie. Number 10, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. I know, this was shot in 2003-2004, but this version of the movie came out last year, and I must say that it was bloody brilliant. One of the best movies made by Quentin I Like Feet Tarantino. I'm pretty sure everyone saw Kill Bill already, but if you haven't, this is a movie about an assassin who's betrayed by her partner and now she's on a quest of revenge. It's simple as that. Number 9, Predator Badlands. This is my third favorite Predator movie, after the first one and the second one. Yeah, the one from 2010 and 2018 were so bad that this is the third best. So I've heard a lot of negative things about this movie before watching it, like it's a Disney-fied version of Predator. Why is Predator the good guy? Why isn't he wearing his mask all the time? And all of that can be answered in 3 seconds if you've just watched the movie. This is about a predator who's one of the weakest of his kind. He is belittled by his father kills his brother, they exile him. And I feel like this movie is about how he is teaching himself how to be a predator. So that's my explanation. And I must say that I did enjoy this movie. The android lady, the fact that we've got Weyland-Yutani Corporation once more to link the Alien and Predator franchise together. The special effects were great, the action, the music, the sound design. That funny little creature that becomes Predator's friend, cool as well. I actually would love to see a sequel of this movie because it was great. Number 8, The First Day Murder Club. This is a very funny movie. We've got Ben Kingsley, the dude from Prince of Persia, we've got Pierce Brosnan, so James Bond, and Helen Mirren in an old retirement home where murders are happening and they have to uncover the mysteries of this place. And I must say that this movie was quite interesting. I enjoyed the ending as well. Who could have guessed? Sometimes Netflix can drop a good movie. Good job! Number 7, Dead Man's Wire. We've got Bill Skarsgård, or however you pronounce his surname, playing a real dude from real life called Tane, who was screwed over by his mortgage company. So he actually took his shotgun, he went to the firm and he got the son of the dude who's in charge of the company, and that son became his hostage. And all that Tony wanted is for his land to be returned, same as an apology. But of course the father, the all-God-loving capitalistic pig that he was, he didn't care if his son would live or die, which was quite awful to be honest. But as I said, it's a movie based on real-life event. You have to watch this one because the tension is through the roof, the cast did a fantastic job. And this entire story, the fact that it happened for real, like bit for bit, is just mind-blowing. Watch this movie now. Number 6, Megan 2.0. This is going to annoy a lot of people, but I don't care. When the first Megan movie dropped, it was like a horror thriller about this rabbit who started killing people or whatever. To me personally, it was garbage. It was the same boring, awful horror movie as again. I'm just so tired of the tropes. I am tired of nuns, of possessions, rabbits, AI, all of that. I don't want movies like that. So Megan 2.0 instead is a comedic action sci-fi movie, and to me it was hilarious. Like, I had a good time with this one. It was funny, the action was pretty great. I know that the fans of the first movie hate this one, I know it. But I'm not a fan of the first movie, and this one was a positive surprise to me. At first I wasn't even sure if I should watch it because I hated the first movie, and this one was actually quite good. It's totally different, it actually reminds me of the Spy Kids movies from the early 2000s. Just more cool, I guess. It's a perfect movie for a 12-year-old to watch. Give it a shot if you want. Number 5, Deep Cover. So we've got Legolas, a white woman, and an Arab dude who are into improv comedy. They get recruited by Boromir. I am not kidding you. Sean Bean, the dude who played Boromir, who's a police officer, and he asked these dudes from the improv comedy to go undercover as criminals to destroy the criminal enterprise. This is hilarious, like this movie is off the rails. This was the funniest stuff I watched last year with The Naked Gun. The sheer absurd and ridiculousness of this idea, it just works. And the cast did a fantastic job, especially Orlando Bloom, he was hilarious in this movie. You have to watch it, you're going to have a fantastic time with this one, it's very underrated. Number 4, The Gorge. This movie is about two military operatives, one is played by Miles Teller, the other by Anya Taylor. They are both on the opposite sides of a very large cliff, and they are supposed to guard that place or whatever. They were hired by an opposite factions, and I don't want to tell you more because this movie is quite interesting. I would describe this movie as a mix between sci-fi action and also romance. Still, the mystery is what keeps you hooked, and I was on the edge of my seat throughout this entire movie to find out what is really happening, so go check this one out, it's worth your time. Number 3, Good Fortune. This is a movie directed and written by Aziz Ansari, who also plays the main role of an Indian dude who's quite poor and he tries just to survive through his struggles of life, and he gets hired by this rich privileged asshole played by Seth Rogen to clean his house or whatever. And Aziz wishes to have his life instead, so they switch places because the angel, Gabriel, played by Keanu Reeves, does so. But Gabriel wasn't supposed to meddle into the affairs of humans, so the other angels or God strip him of his powers so he becomes human as well, and this movie is about their adventures. And I must say that Keanu Reeves is perfect in this movie. His speech in the workplace about the meaning of life is so hilarious. I will never forget about that cool meme where someone added Megadeth's instrumental in the background and it sounded like a Megadeth song. It was hilarious. This is one of the best movies of 2025. And you have to watch it because it's pretty sweet, but it's also sad, it's also funny at the same time. It's a weird idea, but it works. Number 2, Frankenstein. So we've got a movie by Guillermo del Toro. The reason why this movie is on the second place is that because it made me cry. This is a really good drama. The whole situation here is a shit show. The dude who creates Frankenstein, he's a piece of shit. Frankenstein sadly is misunderstood because he's hideous and terrifying. And other people are either tragic characters or also assholes, so this checks out. It's like in real life. I'm not going to lie to you, this is the best movie about Frankenstein and you should go and watch it. It was shot perfectly, the music, the choreography, the sound effects, visual effects, everything. It works wonders here. And the best movie of 2025, as rated by Jim Akubrimston, is Companion. When I started watching this one, I didn't know anything about it except that Jack Quaid plays in it. And that was actually a good thing because the whole idea of this movie is bonkers. So I'm just going to spoil you the first 5 to 10 minutes. We've got Jack and his girlfriend. And they are so happy together, blah blah blah. But you're going to find out soon that she's not actually a real person, she's an AI. She's like a robot doll, and almost all of the memories she has of Jack's character are like fake. He didn't treat her well. And as the movie goes forward, we discover more about the secondary characters, the main characters, and everyone is actually quite interesting. Their psychology, their ideas, and what's going to happen next. Like, you have to watch this movie. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the top 10 worst movies of 2025. That video is going to come out this year, I promise. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram in the description. Shout out all my Patreon supporters who graciously sponsor these videos. You're truly wonderful. You can join them if you want. I can make you an album review, do media cover, or a video of your choice. See you next time. Bye!